Hey guys, welcome back to another video of mine. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of when I went interrailing solo. Let's just emphasize that. On my own, completely singular, no one else. So today's the 25th of August 2020 and I left on the 24th in the evening. My flight was at like 9:10, but my first day in Prague was actually the 25th of August 2019. I spent 4 weeks and I did Prague, Vienna, Budapest, Split, Ljubljana, Lake Bled, Milan, Barcelona. My friend, my flatmate Mick joined me for the last section in Barcelona. In celebration of a year, I'm gonna be reacting to my Prague vlog. Out of all of them, I think I wanted to react to Prague the most, purely because that was the first destination. It was a really important section of the trip for me because the night before my flights, I was this close, and obviously if you watched the vlog you would have known, to not going at all. I was genuinely ready to just pack up and go home, and I didn't care that I lost nearly 600 quid's worth of accommodation and like booked activities and things like that. I was so scared and I just had a breakdown. And obviously in the vlog I mentioned this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to the vlog first, and then I'm going to read the little paragraph, the little thing I wrote at the airport when I was upset and stressed and my anxiety was getting to like a unbearable level, to end the video off with, and I want to reflect on the trip basically. Let's get into it. Oh god. I remember still being really awkward and not wanting to vlog, so I was just doing this. Should have taken the volume off this clip. I've got to say that Prague was the place where I started to find my feet a bit, obviously after being knocked the day before. I kind of just stuck the camera out, just vlogged, and I didn't care.
Just checking in, excuse the pun, and I have shaved yet. I have made some friends on a walking tour.
Okay, number one, I shouldn't have kept the music in from the actual clips alongside the music that I put in for the background. Second of all, I shouldn't have shaved. Absolutely disgusting. And third of all, why don't I know how to vlog from a nice, flattering angle? I just can't get over the fact that I shaved and I didn't do it. Now I'm in the hostel. That hostel was really nice, by the way. It was the check-in hostel, but Czech as in Czech Republic, if you pardon the pun. The one thing that really sticks out to me is my editing and how much I'm not even tooting my own horn. I'm genuinely so proud of myself, because now I look back at my videos and I'm like, oh, I could have done that, I could have done that, I could have made an effect there, transition there. Now looking back at this, I'm like, oh, I could have put something in there. I could have cut that bit out because you didn't need it because you've said it twice. Or there's a lot of bits where I've got better at just chopping quickly, which is interesting to see. This hostel was really lush, by the way. The beds were massive, like the height was really big. The beds were hard, but because of my back problems, they're really good. USB, a plug, and a light, and under bed storage, I believe they were like drawers. Stairs to get to the top of the bed were not nice, but there was a sink in the room and then the toilets were separate. But yeah, it was really spacious and really nice beds. I really recommend checking hostel.
I've always prided myself being honest.
Still
and
do.
open. A lot of you know I have a big focus on mental health, and if you don't, then I do. Yeah, welcome. Hello, don't know what I'm doing that for, but I do. Really
cringe. One thing so far I've noticed that I do regret is not being more informative on costs, tagging locations in the video, kind of giving tips and tricks, places to go, how I got something for that price, or just like if I got the metro, for example, put the price up just so people know, or like mention it. I'm pretty sure I do occasionally, but I wish I had more emphasis on keeping people along with the prices and information in that regard. And
I've constantly put on a face to make myself look like I'm all good, I'm all fine, but realistically I'm terrified. I am so nervous.
A lot of people mention to me how I look very put together and very chill and composed, whereas I think the biggest thing for me was mental health and being gay in a Indian family. I learned from a young age to kind of learn how to act really well, and I'm very good at putting on a facade and pretending like there's nothing wrong, looking normal per se. And that's interesting because a lot of people have picked up on it and been like, you look like you're really put together, like you know what you're doing. And I'm like, I really don't. I've just been really unfortunate in life, I think, to have to learn to hide how I'm feeling and who I really am because of what people would think. And I guess sometimes it's a good thing, but most of the time it's not beneficial because it hurts me more.
I was really contemplating just flying back straight away or just not getting on that plane. And I know how stupid that is because I would have regretted it instantly.
You would have regretted it instantly, Michelle.
Would have been wasted and so many things. I'm just taking it slow. Should we try and get a picture here?
That's started a trend that I now do everywhere. Getting a selfie with all the monuments, check. Ah, look at that. That's sick. Mark ticked off on point.
I need to really stop doing that. Good morning, it is
I did not stop doing that. I do that everywhere.
a update. So basically I want to start off the day by doing a little update because I kind of...
You just said that. I'm being really harsh on myself because I'm watching this like, oh, Rochelle, these are such easy things. Obviously, in retrospect, now I know how to do these things, like cutaways and transitions and all of that.
Town Square during the night, and there's more clips of that there as well.
When I said that, I could have been like, if you haven't seen it, and then popped it up on the side, you know? Low-key, don't hate this angle. This lady was so nice. I literally went to this place like 3 times while I was in Prague, and she was so lovely, so kind, and oh, she was so sweet. She wanted to know so much about me, what I was doing, what I was vlogging, and about YouTube, and she subscribed, I believe. And the cinnamon rolls, they're not cinnamon rolls, they're like cinnamon squares. They're like homemade, obviously, and they are the nicest thing. I think they're the best cinnamon rolls I've ever eaten in my life.
Today's my last day, and I've stupidly left everything till today because...
Do you know what I wish I could say I've learned from my mistakes? I haven't. I still packed last minute for everything. Shall put in where I packed last minute for Edinburgh. We're going to Edinburgh. And this moron has not packed. And he has 15 minutes before he has to leave to get his train. I packed last minute for Southeast Asia. I've all packed. And I'm just doing the little final amendments. I packed last minute for London. And what happened when I packed last minute for London? So my dumbass missed the train by 2 minutes. So I went up the astronomical clock to the top. The entrance is under the clock, I'm pretty sure, or near the clock. You go under, and then you can go up, and then you can get 360 views of the whole square and looking down, and you can see the layout of all the houses and like buildings, and it's beautiful. Rochelle, pop one up there where there's a picture of you with the church in the background. Everyone gets ready for the clock turn, like go to the hour, and then the little like people come out and do like a little dance or something. I can't remember, but it was honestly the biggest waste of my time. It was not worth it. Oh, sunsets in the city. I'm still really proud of that because it's meant to be sunsets in the city, but sunsets in the city. I absolutely adore this segment of my vlogs because it just shows the beauty of nature. I am a sucker for a sunset. I'm a whore for a sunset, basically. The one thing I learned about interrailing is, or the 2 things I learned. Most of the time, if you want to just do it with the experience, it's fine. I do it. But a lot of the time, buses and things, although they might be a bit longer, they're a lot cheaper. So what happens a lot of the time is that you'll buy your Interrail pass, and then a lot of the trains will ask for a reservation. That's what racks the price up quite a lot. I found that buses tend to be a lot cheaper, working it out that way, to get from A to B. But also, if I were to do it again, I wouldn't book any reservations unless they were really popular trains. But a train from, say, Prague to Vienna, I wish I didn't pay for a reservation because I literally changed, I missed the train basically, and I just got another one and I didn't have to pay a reservation fee. There's a lot of options to get trains that don't need reservations, and they pop up a lot more when it's near the date. So I wish I'd done that, but obviously because I'm a planner, I like to plan in advance, and I paid for a lot of reservations, which I didn't actually need to have paid for. So I've got to save some money there, so top tip for you.
Then I'm going to Split. I've just booked it. I've just literally just...
This was the epitome of spontaneity for Rochelle, because Rochelle likes to plan a lot of things. For me to just thwart my travel plans and add in a new destination and just mess everything that I've been planning up was a big deal for me, so I was very excited.
Oh, and I'm gonna go backpacking there next year anyway. Yeah,
I was waiting for that to happen. I'm gonna go there next year. You're not going nowhere. If you want to see a video where I give you Interrail tips, because I have quite a lot of advice and information to pass on, let me know, because I feel like that would be useful for people planning, because there was a lot of things that I didn't know. For example, I did a video on booking reservations because I really struggled, and I know a lot of people struggle to book reservations for trains because it's not very clear anywhere. So I wanted to put a video out for that. So if there's anything you want to know, or you want me to do a video specifically on Interrail tips and tricks and advice, let your boy know. The trains in Europe are really nice. They're clean, they're modern, the seats are comfy, there's tables, the tables are clean, there's plug sockets. Good job. I do wish I'd done like a next time bit for each video, like I did for my Southeast Asia trip. Shameless plug. The one thing this has taught me watching this video back is my editing, and how much better I've got at making videos. In comparison to a year ago, my Interrail vlogs and my Southeast Asia vlogs, you can tell there's a stark difference in editing quality and video quality and just video production in general, and I'm very proud of myself because that's all off my own back, and I don't know, I'm just very proud and very happy with myself. Yeah, so that was me reacting to my Prague vlog. Obviously, I enjoyed watching it back because I haven't seen it since I actually put it out there. I don't think I actually watched it when it went out. I watched it when I edited it, and then I haven't seen it since. That was really nice to watch back and just see where I was a year ago and how far I've come. And I wanted to read you the paragraph I wrote at the airport when I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, shall we say. One thing from Interrail I've learned and just traveling is how free I feel and how calm I am. For example, just whipping my camera out and starting vlogging when there's so many people around would not have been something I would have done 24 hours before, but I did it in Prague. And yeah, to me that's a big deal because I'm proud of myself for not caring. I've come a long way since then. So let me read you the paragraph I wrote. 24th of August 2019. Waiting to board my delayed flight. Isolated from everyone both physically and emotionally. Time to get caught up in my head. I feel sick. I want to burst into tears in front of everyone to find a release in some sort of way. This isn't the same as last time. This time I feel more preoccupied and swamped. Not in a healthy way or mindset. My friend told me to take time to breathe and calm myself down. I'm hurting myself. The person I've shown the outside to be isn't what is really on the inside, and I'm scared. I am a fraud. Pretending to be in a nearby space where I'm screaming out with anxiety. I'm too in my head. The weird thing about reading that back is that I can feel the exact same emotion that I felt during that point, and to think I'm a massive believer in things happening for a reason, and one door opens, another door closes, and all of that stuff. Looking back now, if I had fell into my anxiety and if I had let my anxiety trap me, my life would have swerved on a very different path. I wouldn't have done the Interrail backpacking, and I wouldn't have met these people that I met. I wouldn't have got practice in video editing, in traveling on my own, in being self-reliant, independent, and self-sufficient. Because that's one of the big things I've learned through that big old trip. Obviously I learned it beforehand. I learned to rely on myself a lot more and know that I'm capable of doing stuff on my own and I'm good enough. I know it's deep and I know it's personal. That trip taught me to not see my anxiety as something scary, but use my anxiety. That trip was the biggest boot to me. It was basically just throw me in at the deep end and just deal with it. And a lot of the time, what my anxiety taught me, and my depression actually, was that throwing myself in probably the worst situation you could do, completely on your own, is the best thing you could do because you're forced to deal with it. When my anxiety sets off, there is no one there to take on my stress. If I get anxious about something, I'm gonna have to vocalize it, think about it, and deal with it. And it's taught me how to cope, and it's taught me how to be better, and that's what I've learned. And I am so insanely proud of myself, and I don't give myself enough credit for that, and I really should. But yeah, I'm gonna round this video off here. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. My Instagram and my other social media link down below. If you want to see that video of Interrail tips, tricks and advice and all of that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do one. I've got a lot of travel related content coming out soon, like cheap travel advice and things like that, which I would have found useful for myself, so I wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of people ask me how I get cheap travel, so there's that coming. But yeah, if you do want to see the Interrail one, let me know. But yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed this one. Till my next video, which is going to be on Monday. Remember, Mondays and Thursdays, that is the schedule now. Till then, take care, stay safe, try and do something to push yourself, push the boat out. Try something new, make yourself feel uncomfortable. Bye bye.